What is up, YouTube family, and welcome to today's vlog. I hope you are having a fantastic day, morning, whatever it is while you are watching this. But we are going to see what we are weighing.
176.2 pounds.
So there we have it, 176.2 pounds. I still haven't broke below 175. But that will definitely be coming soon. I believe here in the next couple weeks I'll be getting down into the lower 170s. But that being said, let's get the day started. Are you hungry? Okay. It's a little after lunchtime, a little after 12 p.m. and I'm about to fix up my first meal. And I'm actually going to experiment and try something different. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I don't know, literally don't have a clue what I'm doing, but I figured I would try something new and you guys will, come along and see how this turns out, and if it's good, I will let you know. But let's get to cooking.
190 grams.
So far what I have is 5, almost 6 servings of egg whites, 1 whole egg, and 2.5 servings of whole grain oats, which is 100 grams, and I'm about to dump that in this blender. Okie dokie artichoke. Next, 1 scoop of chocolate whey protein. I believe I have Muscle Tech. Okay. Boom. Then I added 1 serving of dark chocolate morsels, dark chocolate chips in there. Then just give it a good blend. Actually, I added like a splash of 1% milk in there as well. I think that might help. So I added a splash of 1% milk, like barely any. Now let's blend. Get our frying pan, pan it up. They actually make coconut oil Pam, I found out from Kevin Bradshaw, so I might have to try that out. I haven't ever had it. I know coconut oil is supposed to be good for you, so I might just have to try out some coconut oil Pam. Take what we just blended and pour it in. Alright, so here's how it turned out. Hopefully you guys can see this. The goal was to make some sort of protein pancake with oats, eggs, chocolate protein, dark chocolate chips. This is the first taste test. Mmm.
It's delicious.
Oh my. If I could. I am on a cut, so obviously I can't afford to. Oh God. I can't even eat. I can't afford to have syrup. If I did have the Walden Farms fat-free 0-calorie syrup, I could, but that stuff's expensive. Oh my God. Scrumdiddly-umptious. Yum yum in my tum-tum. Woo! Delicious and nutritious. I'm actually super surprised. Honestly, I thought I was gonna have to throw this out because I didn't think it was gonna even be edible, but that's delicious. The only thing I would do different is, as you've seen, I poured the whole blender, all that I mixed up, I poured into the pan, and this is what came out. But if I would have poured maybe like 1 cup at a time, like measured out 1 cup and dumped it in there, then I could have actually flipped it like a pancake, and it would have came out like, about 4 or 5 individual little pancakes.
It's delicious.
So after this is all said and done, in my Fitness Pal, the macros for this is about 90 grams of carbs, about 20 grams of fat or so, and about 65 to 70 grams of protein. And I mentioned all the serving sizes as I was fixing it, so that is what the macros run. And
It's delicious.
I'm doing my part of Eric's life again. And my portion will be the next to hang above the fireplace in the shower. And I will make that happen.
Mixed up some high to V3 and about to head to the gym. Today is going to be a chest. I'm going to switch things up just a little bit. I'm going to do chest and biceps today.
Yep.
They got me. You ready for this?
Yep.
What?
Wow, look how easy that is.
So here we are inside of the gym, and as you can see in that clip before, someone left the arms down on the machine again, but luckily I had someone to kind of just warn me. Someone was with me and they warned me that they was down. So what I did today, like I said before, was chest and biceps. I did 3 exercises, 3 movements for each, 3 chest movements and 3 bicep movements. So starting out right here, I am doing flat barbell bench press, and what I did was I went up to about 90% of my max, a little bit under 90%, and I did 3 sets of 3. So I did three sets of 3 at 275 pounds, and then I did a 4th set at 225 until I just burned out, and I ended up getting about 13 or 14 reps with 225 on that 4th set. So moving on from this exercise, I went, and what I did was I alternated one chest movement and then went to a bicep movement and then back to chest, and I just alternated for all 6 exercises. So here is a pronated, so palms facing down towards the floor, pronated bicep curl on the cables, and I integrated the bands, which if you've been watching the videos, you know I love doing this. But you know, other than the bench press, I did 3 sets of 3, and then that 4th set as a burnout on bench press. But on all the rest of the exercises, I did 2 warm-up sets, and then I did 2 working sets. So I did 2 warm-up sets with this exercise to kind of just prime the muscle, get it ready, and get it firing. And then I did 2 working sets where I go past failure and I go into that isometric hold and give it everything I have and exhaust every last muscle fiber you know, in the bicep. And the point of doing it pronated, palms facing down, is to try to hit that long head, the head of the bicep on the outer part of your arm. And then next chest movement that I done is the most muscular chest exercise here on the cables. Really love this exercise. You can shorten the lever and you can handle a great amount of weight. And also, you know, same thing here. I did 2 warm-up sets and then 2 working sets, and on those working sets I'm shooting between 15 and 20 reps, and I'm going to failure and past failure. And what I mean by this is you know, if I cannot complete a full rep, I still do it, and I go into an isometric hold, and I push and push and push and exhaust every last muscle fiber in my chest. So here is the second bicep movement that I done today. And what it is basically an easy curl attachment bar, but instead of going on the outer bend of the bar, I went on the inside this time. And as you can see, I integrated that band in there to increase the resistance as the muscle becomes stronger. And then did 2 warm-up sets and then 2 working sets with that as well. And then here is the third and final chest exercise that we done for today's workout, the upper pec exercise. And as you can also see, I integrated that band in there so that the resistance increases as the chest becomes stronger. And it just, it's crazy how much that, you know, how much harder that makes it when you integrate that band in there. So that is the third and final chest movement there. 2 warm-up sets and then 2 working sets with that as well. And then moving on to the third and final bicep movement, all I did was stand on the bands on the floor. I just put them on the floor and did a hammer curl and just burned out the bicep until I literally could not do any more with just the bands. So I hope you all enjoyed this workout commentary. If you have any questions for me about this workout, just leave them below in the comments, and enjoy the rest of this vlog. So I just finished up with today's chest and bicep workout. Got a good workout in, and I also went and got my hair cut real quick. and I am across the street from the gym where I will be moving in hopefully a couple of weeks or so, but I gotta get familiar with this area. I've seen it before, but the actual neighborhood I'm not that familiar with, so I'm trying to familiarize myself with this neighborhood, because like my neighborhood that I used to live in, I could walk around very easily with my stick and get around by myself fine. And when it comes time for me to there's like a home interview that you have to do when you get a guide dog, and when you have the home interview, they basically come out and see how good you are with your stick. So I have to make sure that I'm familiar with the area that I'll be traveling a lot. So this is where I'll be walking across the street to the gym, walking across the street to Great Clips, and all those places. But I'm gonna mix up a protein shake before I get to walking, and I'll probably shed this tank top so I can work on my tan as well. Alright, so I just got home from the gym, and it was like a 45 to an hour long walk, and now I'm gonna fix up some food. And also, this is something that I really have not tried, so it's just something kind of new. I have 93% lean, 7% fat beef. I really don't eat much beef, but I figured I'd try something different and new. And I did about 6 ounces of that, 85 grams, 1 serving of broccoli, 60 something grams of onions, and about 60 something grams of mushrooms. I'm gonna add a little bit of black pepper. Whoops. Is that garlic?
Yes, garlic powder.
Yep. A little garlic powder. Rip the lid off. Hitting the weights too hard. Sea salt. I'm gonna add just a little bit of water. It'll help it simmer, sizzle, and soak. Line her up. Put it on about medium. And let her simmer, sizzle, and soak. So I did not see that my mushrooms and onions are still in the measuring bowl, so I'm still gonna, which actually works out pretty perfectly, because the reason I put water down in the bottom of my pan, I realized this, it's a better trick to cooking rather than using oil or something. If you put water, just a little bit of water down in the bottom, the mushrooms create their own juices. It'll basically turn the water into the juices, and it'll, simmer, sizzle, and soak. But once you make sure you do put it in the pan. Alright, so I just finished up with about 20 minutes of moderate intensity cardio, and I also grilled 3 big old chicken breast. I'll probably just put it in the fridge, and that is basically all I do for meal prep. I know a lot of people like prep out these, like they'll put in Tupperware containers, they'll put chicken, they'll put their rice, they'll put their broccoli, but for me personally, that's about all the meal prep I'll do. I'll either do that or fix like 2 cups of beans and put it in the fridge. But for me, I'm usually at home just about all day when I'm eating, so it's like way easier if I just, if I do this, I can put my chicken in a pan and just heat it up with whatever I'm cooking, like my vegetables. But for me, it's way easier to just weigh everything out and fix it on the fly rather than meal prepping everything. I don't really, that's really all the meal prep I do. I know a lot of people ask for me to like make a video meal prep of what I do for meal prep, but that's it. I might put some rice in a bowl and put it in the fridge, but I don't really go too intense with it. I'd rather fix my food fresh and just eat it while I fix it, or when I fix it, and rather than having like some stale rice in the fridge. So I just basically fix my food on the fly. But I just did 20 minutes cardio, and I'm about to eat a Lenny and Larry's chocolate chip cookie, and a glass of milk, and that is going to end my macros for today. So I'm about to sit down and practice up some Braille and probably turn in another Braille assignment, and then get this video edited up for you guys. And be on the lookout here in the next couple of videos. I will probably be making one kind of talking about the process of me getting my seeing eye dog, my guide dog, because I have started that process. I started it a couple days ago, and I am trying to get that moving along pretty good. I've started the application process, so I will probably talk to you guys about that more in an upcoming video, but that is going to bring this one to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's your first time stopping on the channel, please subscribe, and as always, thank y'all so much for watching, and keep getting stronger.